spending a rather roly-poly anchorage in Camaret Sur Mer, we had a leisurely morning and eventually set off without a clear idea of where we were going. What we didn't really do is look at the tidal currents, and we got caught out big time. Initially, we had currents assisting us and 25 to 30 knots of wind. But as we progressed, the tide had turned and we ended up with about 6 knots against us. This made our progress between the island of Ile-de-Seine and the mainland very, very difficult indeed. And what a ride we had! There was unbelievably confused and choppy seas. And probably the reason that we got into such difficulty is when we got up this morning, we still weren't clear in our minds where we were going to. So we just decided on a whim to go to the further destination, and that's when we got caught up. So we were watching the current on the nav, the Garmin, on the way, and it went from green and it was in our favour, and then it got yellow, and then it went against us, and then it went red, and it was just crazy.
At the end of the day, this rookie mistake cost us a little bit of fuel and a fair bit of time, and 7 hours later we arrived at a mooring field off of Orcas. Sue and I took a dinghy in and had a drink overlooking the harbor, and then settled for dinner with pork chops on the barbie.
We've got some beautiful weather today, and Chip and I are going to explore Orcas and Orcas, and we are going to try and find some breakfast. But our experiences so far in finding breakfast have not been good, have they? So we shall see. You can get croissants, but you can't.
A good crepe.
Yeah, we can find a nice breakfast crepe. We enjoyed that. Pretty little port, Orcas, with beautiful clear water. See the fish down there. Quite a few, some orcas here. Let's just sit here. Oh, they do look like orcas. Wow. Just over there. They're going away. Look, they're going that way. Don't worry, just let's sit there. Let's enjoy them.
Yeah, let's enjoy them.
Turning the sonar off. We've got all the sails in. We're en route somewhere. Not bad. There we are. Oh, they're beautiful. No, don't make any noise, just bob here. They do look like large turtles. Very large turtles. It could be minke whales or something.
It could be.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the black and white.
No.
Yeah, the good ones are definitely black.
Cool. We're big, whatever they are over there. Can you get your helmet out? One's turning our way. Be thinking of tie-dyeing our spinnaker to make it look a little bit more attractive. We are just approaching the river mouth of Submarine, and I have to say it looks lovely. We can't get hold of any of the staff here on the radio or on the phone, so we've just moored up to a mooring ball and we get the dinghy out and see if we can go and find somebody. How's breakfast?
Beautiful meal by Chef Sue.
Local salmon and local cheese and tomatoes and bread. What a lovely place. Shame other people have discovered it too. actually getting in the water. Only because he wants to check the rudder.
This is true. So after
He isn't
I
doing
take
it
a
for
look, I'll come
pleasure.
back up, then I'll ask you to turn it both directions.
Okay.
Okay.
Lovely water, Chip. It's just refreshing. Lovely.
Oh, 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 it's so cool.
We got it going back from Amsterdam and in the middle of the night, and Joe said, "Oh, the engine sort of went down a bit of Revs."
Well, the wind's picked up a lot more than we expected. It's coming from the northwest, so we've decided to move to another location on this archipelago. Seagull watching us. What's this island called?
Penfret.
Penfret. There's a water sports paradise here. Kayakers, little sailboats and big sailboats. It's just beautiful. Well, I think we are ready to leave our beautiful but very rocky and windy anchorage. It's 28 knots of wind at the moment. So we're going to head to mainland and get to Concano. We are now approaching the fishing town of Concano in the Camaret region of Brittany. I've been here before and I have fond memories, so looking forward to exploring. Today we're going to look around the castle in Concano, and this is the pontoon that we're on, and our friends from Austria on Boomer. We had more drama this morning, so we were told by, I think, marina staff that we needed to move our boat because they were doing some training for sailors and they needed our berth. So in the end we had to move and go in this very, very tight spot, which alarmed both of our neighbours just here. And we managed to squeeze in, but we had to have a lot of help.
Very tight.
It is very tight. So we've got that much room. And here. But it's kind of difficult getting a 42-foot or 12.8 metre boat reversing into a spot like that. Maybe we just need more practice, Chip. Very interesting. There's a whole town behind these walls. Very nice ice cream shop. Ooh, just full of shops. We are really struggling today with a lack of wind and barely going 2 knots at max. We've got the spinnaker up, tried all sorts of things, but however, this chap over here is having no such problem.
Carbon fiber.
He's gliding along. I've been really impressed with the amount of sailing that goes on in this part of France and South Brittany, and also the skills of the sailors here. They're very quite aggressive sailors, and they come whizzing in at, you know, under full sail to their anchorages and then get it all sorted out. But there are lots and lots of training schools for sailors here, and it seems like almost a rite of passage for French women and men to go to sailing school and learn how to do it from an early age. Really impressive.
Beautiful light winds. We're got the spinnaker going, heading towards Lorient. And meanwhile, back on the exercise deck, we have... What have we here? Sue trying to keep her balance.
Try the other way.
Playing with it. On the way from home, away from Concordo, Lorient is where we go. Put out the main, put out the jib, hope we get some wind.
So tell us about why and what you're doing.
Well, we have a little bit of movement, I can't move it right now, but we got a little bit of movement in this shoe on the rudder. So I'm drilling out the 5 rivets. We may drop the rudder down further, but the upper bearing seems fine. The bearing here seems fine. The only movement is on the shoe right here on this keg. So the first rivet came out easy peasy. So I'm going to do another rivet, and I may take them all out. We're going to replace them with stainless steel bolts. A, they won't bend, and B, you can't get copper rivets down here right now in a hurry anyway.
Can you tell us about how you became aware of the problem?
Oh yeah, I was sleeping when we were coming, I think from the Silly Isles. I nap. It was overnight passing. We were doing chips. Something just felt funny in the rudder, so I thought I was feeling movement that shouldn't be there, and albeit minor, we tested later under sail with the rudder exposed, and we saw a tad bit of movement at the very top, which could be generated from the bottom here, but if there's a slight movement here will translate to a pretty large movement up there.
Emails and reports, meetings and retorts, deadlines closing in, no time for shorts. Dreaming of the weekend, but it's too far ahead. Gotta keep on moving, can't let it spread. Work, 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 all day long. Work, 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 gotta stay strong. Work, work, work till the break of dawn. Work, 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 can't do no wrong. Can't do no wrong, do no wrong.
Up early in the morning working, chips off to get the bolts to go in the shoe on the rudder, which is all ready to go. He's sanded and taped the area I'm going to put some more anti-foul on, because basically our water line is above the white line, so it's got a lot of barnacles and whatnot on it.
All day long. Work, 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 gotta stay strong. Work, work, work till
Now
the break
Chipper's
of
grinding the